everyone. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you've been enjoying my videos. I'm behind the camera again today. Yesterday was the first day in a week that I've finally felt like I'm regaining my strength, my health, and my self, actually. I was pretty much lost in the prison of working for money that wasn't enough to pay the bills, and got so far behind I figured I needed to come up with some other way. Now, I've used a couple of things I've talked about recently in my videos, but I've also been asking myself internally what I can do, and just, constantly being led to watch different types of information. And I came across something. Now, what I want to talk about right now is ideas that can come after evoking. In particular, which spirit or element you decide to work with. Now, I've been reviewing, as I've been saying. I've been spending more time at home. I've been able to review and try new things. This is one of the books that I was led to many years ago. I'd say back in 2003, when I was really going to the bookstore a lot, between 2002 and 2004. And I was being led to pick a book based on the high-pitched ringing in my right ear. This was one of the, I don't know, maybe the 6th or 7th book that I finally was attracted to. I had skimmed through some books by Donald Tyson on divination, and I liked him. So I thought I'd go ahead and get this book. And what I ended up really being attracted to, after I realized that a lot of the things that he had in this front part of the book, I spent the past 30 years sort of slowly being guided to do. It takes a lot of time and practice to learn how to meditate and use your mind in different ways, set up an altar. Quite honestly, if you will just learn to sit and quiet your mind every day for, say, 20 minutes, after a total of 30 hours of doing this, hopefully you've been doing it every day, you will have conditioned your mind to enter a state fairly easily and fairly quickly. I'm saying within 15 to 20 minutes, right? I mean, even at my advanced level, when I sit in front of my altar and I'm talking to spirit, about a particular need, I do need to sit there for at least 15 to 20 minutes thinking on that spirit or goal. And then, within the following days, I either hear something in my mind or I see something that shows me I've gotten in contact and the spirit is responding. Now here, for the first time, I got the courage to evoke into the triangle. I became incredibly attracted to this, I would call, active or proactive conjuring of a spirit other than my spirit guide who came to me in a vision. So I read through everything here, and I decided that I was going to do this working on my bed. Now, without going through all of my dozens of notebooks which have not been put on a computer for me to search, I'm going to try to recall in my mind what I did. Now, at this time, I believe I was attending college. I was in school for the second time. My kids were very young. And I was wanting to know how I was going to really prosper. You know, we were really working our way out of poverty. I was not working. I'd had to sacrifice working in order to go back to school and to help raise my children. So I was curious, as to how I could really do something maybe on the side or do something of my own, once I've attained a business degree. So what I did was, following the instructions, I used tarot cards, and I believe he recommended that somewhere in here. Might have been back here. Okay. Sorry, I need to reread these notes. But this one I want to talk to you about right now. He says, the general method may be used to evoke any lower spirit within the triangle. This means spirits closer to earth or of the earth. For example, the evocation of Paralda, the king of the airy elementals known as the Sylphs. Now, if you are a witch or a witch like me, you are going to be very much akin to the Sylphs. And I work a lot in the mental realm. So I discovered after this rite and as time went on that I was indeed extremely connected, especially when I focused on it, to the element of air. I'm connected to the earth primarily. However, the element of air is in close alignment with me. I love to learn, I love to study, and I have an active mind. I'm able to go into hypnagogic states and receive visions or have images given to me. So, he said, lay out on the floor. This circle has to be basically marked by 12 pennies, one at each area of, say, the clock. Now, this particular circle that was to be drawn on the floor needed to be 84 inches in diameter. But I just took tarot cards and I took the pennies and I put them in a circle. I believe I took the suit of pentacles and I just laid them out. And then I put the pennies on my bed. This also prompted me to have a dream. Now for the triangle, there had to be dimes. So I put 3, 6, 9, and then one dime in the center. And in the center, I put a cone of incense. This is making me remember when I was placing a dime on a charcoal with money powder before I left the house almost every day, charging the items to put in my pocket to attract money. So that was done, and I sat there and I meditated and I asked, how can I use my college degree now that I'm going into college, my business degree. I sought to understand business. I really want to do something on my own. And I sat there and I, relaxed and focused on the cards and the triangle and the cone of incense. I believed I also called on Peralta, of course. So what ended up happening was I had a dream that I was backstage at the Ellen DeGeneres show, which, at that time everybody wanted to go there, with the cameraman, and Ellen was there, and I felt happy and she was smiling. And then I saw in my mind ellendegeneres.com. Now, when I woke up and I analyzed the dream, I realized that it was telling me to go ahead and create a free site at GoDaddy. At that time, you could get a domain name for 99 cents, and you could build a website. And since I had been to college previously and learned word processing, I took advantage of the time at school and began to work on a website, naming it SabrinaEagleWolf.com. Now, those pages that I created, I'm very proud of. They were very attractive, very well laid out. My friends were totally impressed. It was free information on how to begin working nature-based religion, and some exercises, and also the seasons. And, I had learned some of this from pagancenter.com. But I did my own thing, my own way of laying things out and sharing, where people could learn in the privacy of their own home. However, I did not know how to ask for money, and get money for it to help me keep it going. I figured that free information would, that gift that I was giving out to people would help people, and that in turn would come back to me again in the future. I also learned how to work on a website and build a relationship with GoDaddy. And as a result, I have built 2 other websites with them in the past. One I had to let go because my aesthetic practice ended, but I've started another one. And I might even make another one. Who knows? But this was the journey that the Sylphs, under the King Peralta, led me to do. They gave me this idea, they gave me this inspiration to create, and to create digitally and virtually, and with my imagination, and the creative art of magic, what I had already practiced and learned, basically about meditation and seasons and some candle workings. After 4 years, I had to let it go. They were charging for the website and the domain. But this is what happened with the evocation of Peralta, and who is the king of the Sylphs of the air. Now, certainly there can be a simplified version of this. I have worked with the Sylphs in another way. And if you have your own particular simplified version of working with Peralta or the Sylphs at your altar, then please go ahead and share it for other people to learn. And maybe I'll make another video today after I color my hair and figure that I have something else really valuable to share with you. All right. That's it for now. And if you would like to show your support for any of these videos that you have watched, that you found some helpful information, you can donate at the link just underneath in the Show More section. I would appreciate and thank you for that. as I'm sharing what I feel is safe for most people to practice and learn as beginners or maybe intermediate. All right, have a good day, and I will see you on the next video.